Good morning, happy Tuesday, welcome to this week's weekly vlog, and I am off work. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, it is the 4th of April, is that right? Something like that. But anyway, this week I'm off work. I did work yesterday. A couple of people have been like, why don't you just take the whole week off? Because I didn't have enough leave. I'm saving a couple of days in case we need it later in the year. So my leave year resets every July. So I still have a few months in which I might want to use it. So that was the first thing. Pigeon, leave. But the second thing is that I actually had plans with my dad in London yesterday. So I kind of thought, well, what's the point of me taking time off? I may as well go into work and make the most of the day. So let me catch you up on my Monday. So as I say, I went into work. It was a pretty good day. Only one of my team members was in. So it's always a little bit easier when you've only got one person. And we had a good couple of catch-ups and stuff. So that was really good. And then generally just a productive day. There really weren't a lot of people in my office. You can tell it's Easter holidays because there just really weren't a lot of people there. And I also finally took my laptop to IT. So my work laptop has basically been, if you take out the cable, it lasts half an hour, if that, not plugged in. So I finally took it to IT and they said that I'd had it set on like really high performance. So they've changed some of the settings. It now lasts about 2 hours. I personally am still not sure. I think that that's good enough, but I'm going to leave it for now because I don't really want to be without my laptop. So I'm going to leave it for now. And 2 hours is still better than nothing, right? So that's good. And then me and my dad, so there's a film critic called Mark Kermode. If you haven't heard of him, he's a really good film critic, lovely guy. And me, my dad, my brother have been really big fans of him for a really long time. It's like very much a family thing. And he does a live show every sort of month to 6 weeks at the BFI. And me and my dad like to go whenever we can. It's sort of the quality time that I have with my dad. So we went to watch that, and it was it's very guest focused. It's actually not a lot of like him talking about film reviews and stuff. He has a podcast with Simon Mayo, so that's where they predominantly talk about film reviews. And he also like writes for, I think, The Observer. So, you know, it's more about him like showcasing sort of 4 to 5 films over the course of the evening. And he is getting more and more guests. I think the higher, I mean, he is popular, he is famous, but the more popular the show gets, like the live show, the more kind of high quality guests he gets. And he had Brian Cox there. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, that was fun. And there was a real like electric atmosphere in the room because he was there. So that was cool. And then we went for dinner afterwards and then came home, and I managed to catch the fast train, and that was even better because it meant that I was home within about half an hour, which is just like incredible when London trains work that way. And then today's Tuesday. Sorry, this light, bit annoying, but anyway, so yeah, today is Tuesday. It's really warm in this room actually. I'm probably gonna take the hoodie off. So first day of annual leave. I don't go back to work for a week, and I need to make the most of this time. So I think what I'm going to do, there was like a couple of things I thought about doing. Like I wanted to do a reading challenge for the week and things like that. But I think, to be honest, I really need to prioritize getting some Plan With Me's filmed because I really want to do Plan With Me's this year. I haven't done Plan With Me's since the autumn of 2020. Like I did a few Plan With Me's for the channel, and I don't know why I think I want to go back to them because they were my absolute least favorite thing to film back when I first started YouTube. So I'm not really sure why we're back here, but I want to see if I can get back into them. A lot of people that I love on planning YouTube make Plan With Me's. Some examples: Planner Face, J. Crew Plans, Kitnish Jess, Beth Plans, Samantha Plans and Reads, Ra Plans. I love how we all have like plans in the title. But you know, there's a lot of people that I really love making Plan With Me's on YouTube, and I would like to make some. I don't know what I'm thinking because I just didn't like doing them before, but I want to give it a go. And at the moment, it's the first week of April and I've not laid a single spread in my planner. Not a single spread. So I want to try and do the Plan With Me's. There is a little part of me that was like, what is the point in doing Plan With Me's if I'm also vlogging? Because then you're going to hear the content twice. But we're so far behind with the Plan With Me's that it would be a while before it would catch up anyway. So I don't think it would necessarily matter that there's crossover. But if you are someone who vlogs and does Plan With Me's, can you let me know what your thoughts are on this? Because it's not really something I considered, but this would rely on me keeping up both things, and the chances of that happening are pretty small. So we'll give it a go. So I think that's my plan. And I was, as I say, I was going to do a reading challenge, and I was going to like read as if it was my full-time job for the week, but I'm worried I'll fall out of reading that way, like fall out of love with it. But also it would mean that like while doing all of these plan with me's, I would have to listen to audiobook, and I think I'd probably rather just watch YouTube or watch TV. So I think I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm realistically not, because it's gone 9 o'clock and that was like when my work day would have started. So I don't think I told you what time it is. For context, it is it's only 9:10. I woke up early this morning. We have no plans this week because Stuart is still working the whole week, and then we have plans Saturday, Sunday. But I think I'll just watch videos. I think it's fine. My eye is still itching. I think there's something wrong with this eye. It's been like it for a couple of weeks. Anyway, that's me today. So I'll check in with you again either today or at some point this week when I have something else to tell you. Am I sitting on the floor to film this update because my tripod is in the conservatory and this is the easiest place for me to balance my phone? Yes, yes I am. So hi, it is Wednesday. I was about to say Thursday, but no, it's Wednesday. I have not done a massive amount of checking in with this vlog thus far. There are a couple of reasons for that. The first one is that I've actually filmed and edited and uploaded a ton of content. So yesterday I filmed my March reading wrap up. I had to edit that this morning and get that up on the channel because that went live today. I've filmed, edited and uploaded, scheduled 2 plan with me's, and I have filmed another one which will need editing, voiceover, upload. I also edited a book haul that's been uploaded. I filmed and edited and uploaded a kit lineup video. Like, there's just been a lot. I don't even think that covers everything. There's just been a lot of content. I need to rest a little bit more than I actually am, but I'm really struggling with that. I'm feeling quite anxious about my YouTube channel and I need to not, but that's how I feel. And the second reason why I haven't checked in is linked to the whole anxiety thing, but I've just not really felt myself the last couple of days. I had therapy today and I was so nervous about it, and it went fine. Obviously it went fine, but I got really upset afterwards and I had to like write myself some notes for next time, and I'm having to like fill out a mood diary and this kind of stuff for my appointment next week. So I have done some other stuff today. Like, I then filmed Plan With Me. I pulled stickers for 2 more Plan With Me's so that I can film those at some point. But I just think I need to slow down. I'm going to go back to work next week and feel burnt out. I think I need to try and relax a bit. So I'm forcing myself, rather than spending the evening just doing YouTube stuff on the laptop, which is what I did yesterday, I am forcing myself to read. I am being indecisive about what I want to read because in general I'm quite an indecisive person. This is linked to my perfectionism. There's a book that I need to read for the work book club, which is on Tuesday, and I don't think I'm going to get that read. I really should be reading that right now, but I'm not in the mood. And then I thought maybe I could read something short, something like that. But I have actually decided that I think what I am in the mood for is You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. This is the 3rd Emily Henry book that is currently out. I feel like this video may go up by the time Happy Place is out, but this is the 3rd one that I own that I have to read. And I realised that Happy Place is coming out in hardback only, which I'm not happy about. Do most people read their romances in hardback? I feel like romances as hardbacks is really weird. I want to read mine as paperbacks, but the paperback comes out in like October. Really, really frustrating. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about that, because I don't want to buy a hardback for the sake of buying a hardback when I have all the other ones in paperback. So I may just have to wait to read Happy Place. But I thought I have footage of me reading the first 2 Emily Henry books from last August. I still haven't uploaded. Hi, Editing Cat here. Just to say, what I was about to tell you was that I was going to put the original clips of me reading the first 2 Emily Henry books that I read into this vlog, and then I would come back and read You and Me on Vacation. But I actually had enough content for 2 vlogs, so that is going to go up as next week's vlog, which is my full Emily Henry reading vlog. I'll explain more about it then, but it will explain to you why there's a bit of a weird cut in this video, because I changed my mind about what I was going to film, and then I just come back in on Thursday because I'd filmed wrap-ups for the Emily Henry video thinking it was going to be in this one. So sorry the cuts are a little bit weird, but we get another video out of it, so that's good. Going out this evening to watch Dungeons and Dragons. We're going with Stuart's friends. but he can't make it back in time, so I'm going for dinner with his friends without him. These are friends that I know, so it's not too weird, but I am still very nervous about it because I get anxious about anything that involves social interactions. And so I need to be ready by about 5, and it's probably nearing 1:30 now. So like I won't have a ton of time to do other things, and part of me just thinks I don't necessarily want to. I haven't had relaxing days the other 2 days this week, and maybe what I need is to just sit on the sofa and quietly watch YouTube or read another book or something. I do really need to start the first 15 Lives of Harry August, because that's our book club book, and the book club is on Tuesday. And I haven't started the book, and that is only a few days away. And because it's a sci-fi, I think it's going to take me longer to read. And Stuart wants to spend tomorrow playing Pandemic Legacy Season 2, which we haven't played in ages, but I really want to do that. I've really missed hanging out with him. It's a really challenging part of my... now I'm getting teary. It's a really challenging part of my mental health is how I'm dealing with the people around me. And I really want to spend some quality time with him. I don't want to spend it doing our own things. But then we're out on Saturday and on Sunday, and so I don't know that I'm going to get that book read. And I feel a bit bad because like I've bought it and I don't think I'll read it otherwise, but also the guy at work who picked it is in my team, and so I feel really bad if I don't pick it. It looks like I didn't invest in the book when we've had quite a lot of notice to read it. But I could just spend all of Monday reading it, potentially. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can read it today. I don't think I can read it today. Sometimes you have to prioritize your own mental health, right? But I'm not sure I can do it. Okay, I'm gonna go and eat because I really think I need to eat. When I get like this, it's usually partly linked to food. So I'm gonna go and eat, and then I will just check in with you at some other point to update you on what's happening the rest of this week. vlog. So it is now Monday. No, I was about to say Tuesday, not wish it away too quickly. It is now Monday night and I have not checked in properly with this video since, just looking through my edited stuff here, I think since Friday. So I apologise for that. We've had a pretty busy weekend and then had a lot to get done today. So I have filmed a ton of B-roll, so I will have included all of that, but just to kind of catch you up on what you've missed. So Saturday we went to London, we went to Battersea because Eugenius, which is one of my favourite musicals, if you've never heard of it, you probably haven't, it's not well known, but it is such a good musical. It's about basically this kid really who creates a comic book and then it ends up getting like put forward for a competition and winning, and they make it in Hollywood, and it's about his journey with that. The music is so good. It's on YouTube if you can listen to it. I could not recommend it enough. It's so catchy, it's so fun. So we went to go and see that. I have seen it a couple of times, but this is a reboot at the Turbine Theatre at Battersea, and it's so good. If you can go and see it, I couldn't recommend it enough. It's just such a fun show. We had such a good afternoon watching that, and I don't remember what we did when we came home on Saturday. But then, oh, and I forgot to mention, on Friday we did a whole day of playing Pandemic Legacy Season 2. We haven't played it since like this time last year, so we played like a number of games in a row, so very fun, and hopefully we won't need it another year until we play the rest of it. So yeah, Saturday went to Battersea. I think we just came home and had dinner and chilled, and then Sunday we went to our friends to do a Lord of the Rings marathon, and I think it kind of got mentioned as a joke that we were going to do this, but we did it. We very much did it. We started at 11. We did the first two movies completely back to back, like no break between 1 and 2. We ate lunch while we were watching, and then we had a break probably for about an hour for dinner. Really lovely dinner that our friends cooked, and then we watched the final one. So I think it's now I can say I've done it, and I couldn't believe it because normally I can't really concentrate that solidly in films, but I managed to stay awake the whole time, which I was very impressed by. So I will be using the original Lord of the Rings kit from Squirrel Prince Co to mark this week 100%, because I don't think I will ever again watch all of the films in one day, so I feel very proud of us. So that was Sunday, and then today, so as I've mentioned previously in this vlog, it's the workbook club tomorrow from when I'm filming this, and I really needed to get the book read, so I decided to use my very precious Audible credit on the audiobook because I'd managed to read about 30% physically, but I still had a huge proportion to go, and I really didn't want to sit there and spend the day today reading. At least I would have done, but not reading that, but that's what I needed to read. So I decided to switch to the audio so that I could listen to 6 solid hours of that book, and it meant I could do other things while I was doing that. So I actually worked on my reading journal, and I have edited it today, but 6 hours of footage down to like 57 minutes. It took me a long time to edit. It was so tiring to do because I basically batched it quarter 1, quarter 2 and quarter 3, which I don't really think I want to do again. So it'll be interesting to see how that video performs on the channel. In an ideal world, I would do wrap-ups for each month in the journal because it was just so much to do all of the quarters in one go. So we'll see if I can make that more of a permanent fixture on my channel. My first reading journal video has performed exceptionally well, given that I was setting up the reading journal 3 months after the start of the year. I'm so surprised with how well that's performed. The phone just like face planted itself on my tripod. I really need to get a better tripod. Yeah, so as I was saying, I really want to try and incorporate reading journal content a bit more into my sort of YouTube content. It's a really good mixture of my planning and my reading, so we will see. But yeah, so I think the video that I filmed today, if I can do a voiceover, though it's like an hour-long voiceover, but if I can get the voiceover done, should be up on my channel from when I'm currently filming this on Wednesday, and therefore this video will go up after it, so hopefully that's already up and you can check that out. But yeah, fingers crossed that I got that done. But that was basically my whole day, and listening to this audiobook. And I feel really sad that I didn't like that book more. So the book is The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North. I love the idea of it. Basically, the concept is this guy, Harry, every time he dies, goes back to when he was born and relives his life again. Like, he goes back to literally the point in time that he was born. So it's very science fiction-y. It's about the quantum realm and about the multiverse. And I felt a little bit like I was reading Doctor Strange. but the concept is so interesting. But I'm not really a sci-fi reader, and so trying to binge that content in that short space of time, like my brain needed more time to like let it linger. You know, if you've been around here a while, you know it took me like 8 months to read Jade War, which is a fantasy, not a sci-fi, but my brain needs more time. I can only really binge romances. So yeah, I needed more time, I think. So I'm annoyed at myself for having not started it earlier, but I'm a mood reader, that's how it goes. But then also, I think my point is I probably would have rather have read it physically, but I had to switch to the audio. And the audio book narrator is great, but it's just the actual book is quite hard going. And it was really interesting because when I went on and did my review, I saw that some booktubers that I follow and we have similar reading tastes have already read this back in like 2017. And it was really interesting to see what they think about it, because I was like, oh, you have said some things that I also thought. And I actually ended up reducing my rating from 3 stars to 2.5 stars because the ending, I felt like I blinked and missed it. And then I ended up like having to Google what the ending was. And I believe it's an ambiguous ending, which I don't really like that kind of thing. So yeah, I feel really sad that was how I felt about that one. And I spent my whole day on it. So at least I was doing the reading journal at the same time, I guess. But yeah, it feels like a lot today. My brain is a bit fried, which given that I go back to work tomorrow is probably not the best outcome, but that's fine. And then I've just had a bath, as you can tell, because my hair, but I just read the first in the Teen Titans graphic novels. This is Raven, because I should show you what I bought. So at Battersea, they had this really cute bookshop. When I had Googled what they had to do in the shopping centre at Battersea, because the shopping centre is new and it's really high-end shopping, which is not like the kind of shopping that I do, so I didn't think we were going to like anything there really. We were just going to walk through. I really need to get a better tripod. My phone is too heavy for my tripod, so I apologize that the angle like keeps changing, but it just can't hold my phone up. I look really small now. Anyway, I'll try and wrap this up quick and go to bed because it's like 11. But yeah, I had looked up the bookshop and it didn't look like it was going to be a bookshop that we would particularly like, but actually I loved it and I bought 4 things. So the first up was I bought the 3rd one in the like Teen Titans graphic novel series. This is Beast Boy Loves Raven. So this is the 3rd one, and I ordered the 2nd one. It's double points on Waterstones this weekend, so I ordered the 2nd one because this is the 3rd one. So, and I just read the 1st one, so I could read the 2nd one and I absolutely loved it. Gave it 5 stars. So good. The artwork is so beautiful and the story is super interesting, and I really can't wait to see where it goes. So I really enjoyed that. I also picked up another graphic novel. This is called Galaxy the Prettiest Star, and the artwork in this is just super gorgeous. It's really like, I don't know, it's quite angular art and the colours are just stunning. So really excited to read that one. I'm not giving proper full in-depth summaries of what these are because I'll put these in a book haul at some point. I also picked up Kisses and Croissants by Anne-Sophie. I will butcher that last name if I say it, but this is a YA, but it sounds so cute. It's about a ballet dancer who moves to France and she's going to be pursuing her dream, but there's rivals and they're competing with her, and then she meets a cute guy. This is like exactly my kind of story. And then I also picked up This Time It's Real by Anne Liang, and this one is a fake dating relationship, and I've seen this promoted somewhere. I think someone must have read it on BookTube, and so when I saw it there I was like, great, I'll get it. So that was very successful, and Battersea was lovely. I've included some shots in here of like, it was a really nice sunny day. It was like the first summery springy day and everyone was out and about and it was lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because I thought I didn't have enough clips for this vlog, but now I've been speaking for 10 minutes, so I do have enough footage for this vlog. Thanks for bearing with this one, because I know it was a little bit of a weird one, because I decided midway through that I wanted to read the final Emily Henry vlog for the previous vlog that I'd had back in the day that I still wanted to post on my channel. But I thought that I was going to merge that into this vlog, but that would have made this vlog well over an hour, so I'm glad I didn't do it. But it meant the clips around the middle of the week are all a little bit messy, so thanks for bearing with me. And next week, instead of a weekly vlog, there will be my Emily Henry reading vlog. So I hope that you will enjoy that. So I'm probably going to take a week off doing weekly vlogs, and then we'll see if I want to get back into them or do something different. It's been fun to try and do something else, but I'm just interested to see, you know, what happens with things from here. But thank you so much for all the love on the vlogs, because this is my third one. So thank you so much for all the love on these. If you enjoyed this video, I really appreciate a like, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. You'll find links in the description to my Goodreads, my Instagram, all that kind of stuff. So please feel free to have a look at that if you want to see any other content from me. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video.